are we going to get back to the days when somebody can support themselves and live comfortably with just one income? I have a full-time job that years ago I could have raised a family on what I make. And it's like now I have to do side hustles, you know, to supplement my income because it's gotten so fucking expensive to live.
All right, guys, as you can tell, we're in for a good one today. So strap yourselves in, get ready for this one. Let's get started. Let's check out what this one has to say.
Crazy you have to work like 75% of your life, like donate, give up 75% of your time pretty much just to literally survive, just to live. Not to live comfortably, not to live well, just to live.
If you're having people struggling over money, struggling over food, struggling over finding a place to live, what do you think you're going to expect from America? You're going to get more violence. You're going to get more people attacking other people. You're going to get more of the looting in different stores.
And then it's like I woke up all of a sudden and my insurance has doubled, food has fucking tripled, gas is so expensive, electric bill over double, my fucking rent went up. I can't be the only one that's drowning.
Everybody is going through this bullshit. Everyone. Can't go to Canada. Can't go to the UK. Everyone is dealing with just not being able to sustain life.
I've never had so little money in my entire life. All of my money goes towards my bills and food for me to eat. And half the time I have to choose between filling my car with gas or eating.
Wish that I could just have a job and do my job and go to work every day and it would just pay for life. It would pay for a roof over my head, it would pay for food on my table, it would pay for medical bills, it would pay enough for me to like save money so I could retire one day, you know, like basic things.
I am 36 years old and I have nothing to show for 20 plus years of work.
$70,000 a year, not enough? Is a bachelor's degree not enough? Is 2 jobs not enough? And the only thing we hear is, well, stop Starbucks and stop your brunches and your 3-day vacations. If you get up and take care of your house and take care of your friends and your family and your body and work 50 hours a week plus commuting, don't you think that person deserves a night out or a Sunday?
At what point is it literally just too expensive to live? Like when do we, because we keep on talking about it, we keep on talking about inflation, we keep on talking about salaries not meeting it, and we keep on talking about the minimum wage, and we keep on talking about all this stuff, but like at what point does that bubble burst? It literally is just too expensive to be alive, even if you're working a full-time job.
I'm so tired of this corrupt ass world, bro. It is fucked up. And this shit has to end now.
Well, I didn't mean to get started so depressed, but as you can tell, we can feel these people, their struggles, real life. This is real. This isn't made up or anything. I think I'm feeling it. You're feeling it. Everybody's feeling it. Making ends meet, trying to make ends meet. It's a tough thing. Leave me a comment below on what you think so far, but we'll take a look at this one. We'll take a look at this girl here. She's just got paid, and on the 5th, on the 5th, she's already broke. I mean, come on, what's going on here?
It's the 5th of September and I'm literally out of money for the month. I paid my bills, aka I paid my rent, which leaves me every single month with $600 left over. Next, my car payment. That takes another good chunk. Don't forget car insurance. Oh, also, don't forget, I went to the doctor one time. $100 finally got posted today. My electric bill. Electric bills have been going up like crazy. Like my bill used to be $45, it was $93. And then that isn't even me doing food. And if you know anything about food prices lately, frozen vegetables cost upwards of $1.50 to $2 a bag. Chicken, 2 chicken breasts the other day cost me $8. So yeah, it's the 5th of the month. I literally have basically no money left for the month and I'm not sure what to do the rest of September. So if you're in the same boat, please comment down below because I'm genuinely curious. Are we all in our 20s basically broke and have no idea how we're supposed to ever save for a house or have money left over in general every month?
So she's a younger lady, right? And she's broke, probably not making a whole ton of money in her younger 20s, but she's feeling it just the same as we're all feeling it, right? But in the 20s, it's kind of understood that you're going to be struggling, understood that you're going to be broke, right? I mean, I don't know. Let's take a look at this girl here. She'll explain that you're supposed to be broke when in your 20s, right? Check this one out.
Everyone is broke in their 20s. Everyone is broke in their 20s. It's not just me. It's not just you. We're all broke, okay? I don't think stability really happens till you're at least like 28, 29, 30. So just chill. Just breathe.
So just chill, just breathe. It's okay. You're in your 20s? It's okay. What about if you're not in your 20s? Then what happens? Let's listen to this crazy state of capitalism. Here we go.
If y'all would just stop buying that damn coffee every day, you would have a Lamborghini, a 4-bedroom house, a wife, 3 kids in private school. Be more responsible. I don't care what anybody says. People grew up in a way different time. Inflation is crazy. We are in a crazy state of capitalism. Housing was never supposed to be like this. Cars are never supposed to be this expensive. A 2023 like Toyota Civic goes for 40 bands now. You can't win. Also, what's not talked about a lot is the wealth that was accumulated from stocks. All of your great companies, Apple, Microsoft, all of that from early 2000s, late 90s. People in their middle class, take $25,000, $30,000, buy these stocks, hold them. And have acquired so much wealth from that.
Well, what do you think? It was never supposed to be like this, but it's like this now. But you see people out still, right? I mean, I go by and I see lines out the door for restaurants and, shops and stuff everywhere. So where's this money coming from when we're all broke? Let's have a look.
So let me chime in on how people are making it right now in America with inflation at an all-time high. People that are making $35 an hour, $40 an hour are still broke. So you wonder, am I the only one feeling this? I know you guys are driving around in your city, seeing people still at the grocery stores, still in the fast food lines, still acting as everything is normal. But there's one thing that, if you haven't noticed, people are not using their money to survive right now. They're using credit cards. And if you look at America's credit card usage right now, it is at an all-time high. Most families are already maxed out. And I'm going to tell you one thing that's going to send everything into let's say a bad spot. They're not going to pay these credit cards back. They're spending knowing that they're not going to pay these credit cards back. And so now that these people's credit cards are maxed out and credit companies are no longer giving them money to survive and buy their food, because we don't have any help in our food. If you make money like I make money, you go to that grocery store, or your wife goes, because I haven't been in the grocery store in I don't know how long, but my wife goes to the grocery store. And if we don't spend $600 or $700 on a grocery trip, I'm surprised. But my situation is different. I have a lot of kids, but you wonder how people are making it out here, and they are not making it off their own money. Plus, let's put the other thing in perspective. You have the government saying that job numbers are through the roof. They have created so many jobs and people are taking these jobs. And that's not true. The fact of the matter is, people are taking on second jobs and third jobs just to put food on the table for their family. Mind you, in the richest country in the world, something's not right. If you are somebody out there surviving right now, taking care of your kids, and your money's going up, I salute you. But 99% of people right now, their pockets are suffering badly, to the point where the government even said that by the end of this month, most likely 99% of Americans will have run out of any savings. Wow. This is crazy.
All right, we got a couple things to unpack there. So like I said before, people are out shopping, buying stuff. He's saying, oh, but they're doing it on credit cards, right? Credit cards, they're maxing out the credit cards. And if you haven't seen my video on credit card debts out of control, I'll leave a link up here somewhere too for that. But are you, put a comment, are you using credit cards to buy necessities, right? Leave a comment below. I'd love to know. The second thing is that he's saying that so that there's plenty of jobs out there being taken, but he's saying that, oh, but a person is taking on the second job, taking on a third job. That's why the job market, it looks a lot better. It's because people are taking extra jobs. It's not like one job for one person, that kind of thing. But leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think. This is crazy. This is not crazy. He's right or wrong. The other thing is 99% of people don't have any savings. Comment below, do you have any savings at all? Any savings, okay? I'd be real interested in hearing that, okay? Now let's take a look at this next person here, talking about big brands out of control. So she's gonna be shopping at Aldi. She went to a different store and said, oh my God, what is this? You know, this is not what I'm used to, but let's let her explain it to you.
So I've been shopping at Aldi for 2 years now, to the point where I did not have awareness of how expensive things were at other stores. What are you talking about? Was $8.25 now $6.89? Like this is some amazing deal. What? The off-brand is $5? I genuinely feel like I need a slap on the wrist, because I just left Aldi and I paid $1.19 for a huge box of off-brand Fruit Loops. They don't have any bad dyes in them, they don't have any bad ingredients, and they taste amazing. I just looked at the Fruit Loops here, $6.89. I just did the math. That is a 479% price increase. Because I have the privilege of driving 30 minutes to my nearest Aldi, I get to pay 479% less on cereal alone. If you're not in the food desert, you better be grateful. Makes my stomach hurt.
All right, so she's comparison shopping between Aldi and the other big stores, right? So she's like, well, wow, man, I can't believe it's so different at Aldi's. Leave a comment below if you agree with her or if Aldi's the same. I mean, I have Aldi's here. It seems like they don't have quite the selection, well, not nearly the selection of other grocery stores, but they have, you know, a few things here and there. But I'd have to go to other stores just to get other things that I really need. So I don't want to inconvenience myself going different places. But if it's down to the wire, you got to save money, Aldi's the place to go, yes or no? Let me know in the comments below. All right, so in this one, the lady's talking about companies are downsizing, making people take on extra work that you shouldn't be doing 3 or 4, you know, people's worth of work. Let me know if that's happening to you, but let's check her out and see what she's saying.
The economy is so bad that companies are downsizing and cutting staff and making one person do the job of 3 and 4 people. Companies are pinching pennies, they're lowering wages, they're not giving raises or bonuses. The cost of everything has gone up exponentially. Trying to get an education to get out of your field, to get into another field to make money, isn't working either, because the cost of education has gone up several 100%. This sentiment does not work when there are people who have been in their jobs for years, who have degrees, who have work experience, who have been with a business for like 10, 15 years. They're being let go, and then they can't get a job for more than like $17 an hour. $20 an hour max, which is not a livable wage right now. So yes, you absolutely need to do your research.
All right, so I agree with that. Companies are pinching pennies too, just like people are, but you know, corporations are raking in billions and millions and zillions of dollars, so they're just squeezing us employees to make them rich, right? I've done a video on corporate greed. I'll leave a link up here as well. But here in this next one, what about professionals, right? Professional people, doctors, lawyers. nurses, right? You think that nurses won't be affected because nursing, right? Everybody, all the time, nurses are in demand. Nurses are, highly paid professionals. Let's get the opinion of a nurse. Why not? Check it out.
Hey y'all, so let me tell y'all why a lot of nurses are going broke. And like, I know a lot of people be thinking like, oh, nurses, y'all got the bag. And some of us do, but a lot of nurses are broke. So a lot of nurses get into this thing called the rat race, which basically is, them comparing themselves to other nurses. You see somebody with the Range Rover, you see them with the Louis bags, and you want that for yourself so much that, you go out of your way to make sure that you can have that. And then you realize you can't keep up with it. This is another big one. I know all the nurse girls gonna get me for this one because I know we all do it eventually, but you are basing your income off of your OT hours, overtime. It just leaves little to no room for what if I can't work that week? What if, those hours aren't offered that week? And it's just not really sustainable. Like, you are not going to be able to do 180 hours every single week, 140 or however many hours you're doing, okay? Okay, so this is going to be the last one, but this one kind of goes with the last one, is that we are burning ourselves out. We are working these 140-hour weeks. We're working these whatever so much that it's not sustainable. Your body you cannot do it. Honestly, if we want to be real, I know some people who are doing it, but you're going to suffer the consequences at the end.
So apparently nurses are broke too, right? Either they're broke or they want to, what this person was saying was that they're stuck in the rat race. Well, join the club. Everybody's stuck in the rat race, right? Or most people that I know, including me, right? I mean, we're all stuck in the rat race. We got to work to live, right? I mean, so it's not exclusive to nurses, but this person is saying that nurses are broke too. That's very interesting, okay? Now, let's look at this next one here, where this is very interesting to me, and it never occurred to me because my bills are on auto pay, okay, also. But this person's like, auto pay, wow, that's like the next level. I'm like, it's not like the next level, but it's a very interesting perspective that this guy has. Let's check it out.
Sometimes I just forget everybody not broke out here. I'm chilling with my homeboy the other day and he looked at his bank account and he was like, oh shit, I was about to say, man, because I thought I was missing $1,000. He was like, I forgot they take the money out for my car note today. I said, oh, okay, that's what's up. Yeah, that would have been crazy. But how much is your car note? He said, plus the insurance and everything, it's about $950. I said, oh my God. Oh my God, he made me clutch my pearls. I said, oh my God. I'm over here on the verge of twerking for food stamps and you over here dropping $1,000 on a fucking car note. And then I thought a little deeper about what he said, because he said I thought they took it out. So I'm like, took it out? That's right. Auto pay. That's a next level of grown. You got your shit on auto pay. How I long to live a life where I could just throw my bills on auto pay and ain't gotta worry about that shit. That's next level grown though. You know what I'm saying? That's money. I gotta have $1 billion to have my fucking bills on auto pay. He talking about, oh, I thought they took out an extra 1,000. Meanwhile, I be trying to pay my shit in sections, making sure I'm not too far behind, but still good enough to negotiate. Hello? Yeah, I know how much I owe you. But listen, I'm gonna give you 100 on it this week and call me back next week and we'll talk about it. But I ain't no hater though. I'm proud of y'all. I'm proud of the ones that's out there getting that money. I'm proud of the ones that ain't so poor they gotta save up to be broke. You feel me? Y'all give me hope. But in the meanwhile, I am in the Orlando area. Hit me up if you know who got the food stamps. Love you.
All right, so I kind of understand this guy's perspective. He's not even paying the full amount of what's due on some of the stuff, so he can't be on auto pay. I understand there's a lot of people out there that are in that situation. Leave me a comment below. Are you on auto pay? Not on auto pay? Do bills automatically get paid when your direct deposit gets into your bank, whatever, that type of thing? Is what we're talking about, auto pay, right? Auto debit, auto credit, whatever it is. So let me know, let me know. Are you like this guy, right, who's struggling, really struggling, can't pay his full bills? Or are you on auto pay at the next level, whatever? I mean, I don't think it's the next level. It's just saves. It's convenient to not write checks or whatever, call pay manually, I guess is the idea. But that's the truth. Let me know, okay? So what about what you see on social media? Influencers, they get all this money, millions of dollars. Look at my boat, look at my cars, right? all this stuff, right? Aren't they rich, right? There's rich people out there all day long, and if you do what they do, you'll become rich too, right? Join my club, take my course, whatever it is, right? Influencers, right? They are rich, or are they? Let's look at this opinion here.
Everyone is broke until proven otherwise. We live in a generation where it's really, really easy to flex on social media, and it can make you feel really, really bad about where you are in your life. But you don't know that person's financial situation. You have no idea if the car's leased, if the credit cards are maxed out, if there's 2 mortgages on the house and there's 7 credit cards, and there's not a cent that isn't going to debt. Just consider for a second whether those people are saving, whether they can afford their mortgage with the rate rises, or whether they're up to their eyes in credit card debt.
Now, there's a good perspective there. Now, you can't believe everything you see on social media or anything you see on social media. You can't even believe, what you're seeing here, right? I mean, I could be full of it, right? I mean, whatever. But they might be as broke as us and just flexing for nothing, right? I don't know. Let me know what you get. Let's think about, is it just America, right? Is it just us? Or is everybody else broke? One of the ladies before said, I can't move to UK, I can't move here, I can't move there. Now let's talk to a person in Australia, right? This lady here, she's a traveling nurse, another nurse making big bucks, right? We'll see what she has to say. Check this out.
I'm sorry, but when did it start costing $1 million to live in today's day and age? Look, I normally never complain about this stuff because I'm a travel nurse and I get free accommodation and a higher salary. But I don't get annual leave, I don't get sick leave, so when I'm not working, I notice it. And so far it's been fine. I have had 2 months off. I've just had 3 weeks unpaid placement, and I still have another month off because I don't have a contract lined up yet. And so I don't feel like I have any reason to complain. But when the cost of bread is $4.50, that's fucked. I know it's so silly because it's like, oh my gosh, I'm complaining about the cost of bread. And then how much was milk? Let me check the milk was. This isn't even for me. I'm buying this for my niece and my nephew and like my sister because I'm staying at theirs. So I bought them some stuff for dinner as well. Okay, so milk was $4.50 and bread was $4.40. Because I don't drink normal. I don't really drink milk. I usually just have like packet sachets for the coffee, like there's milk powder and that, so I never really need milk. And then I got some Kievs, which were reasonably cheap. I got 9 for $11. Bananas, $3 for 3. And then I got some sushi, and that was it. But then it came to $40.30 for 6 things. I got some garbage bags as well. So yeah, all of that cost me nearly as much as I make in 1 hour. And for someone with like a normal paying job, that's more than what they would earn in 1 hour. Like the cost of living is just fucked, to be honest. I really don't know how people are surviving with children, with other dependents. Like, it's a lot.
Love the accent, but it is a lot, right? She doesn't know how people with children are surviving. I've got kids too, and it's tough, right? I mean, having kids is, it's a big expense, but even in Australia, going back to the point, in different parts of the world, there's inflation there too. Probably, maybe worse than America, I don't know. But what I do know is it's hard, right? It's hard every day to grind. I've got side hustles, right? I've got to make extra money outside my job, which I make a pretty good amount of money, but I still have to go do side hustles and stuff like that. Welcome to America. I mean, it's the land of the capitalism, right? The richest nation in the world, right? I mean, it's the best nation to live in, I get. Well, let's look at this perspective here about that, right? This girl here, this lady here, she lives in Spain, and she's saying how great it is over there in Spain. And she's like, you guys in America, you guys don't even know because you have never been here. I haven't never been there. I don't know. That's why I'm listening, educating myself, and seeing different perspectives. Let's have a look-see.
I live and work in Spain, making roughly 1,000 euros a month, which in America is nothing, but in Spain is more than enough to live. I only work 16 hours a week, and I'm able to afford a super nice apartment in the city center of Madrid. Food costs me 20 euros a week,
My electric bill is like 30 euros a month. I don't have to worry about gas or a car payment or insurance because the public transportation system is so world class that you don't even need a car at all. Madrid is like the New York of Spain, except if you were living in the city center of New York, you'd have to be making literally at least $5,000 a month, and that's extremely lowballing it. Just their way of life in general, like, is so much more relaxed and just taking time to enjoy life rather than just working constantly. They literally have a siesta in the middle of the day where they take 3 hours to go nap or go to a coffee shop to hang out with friends. Like, the American mind cannot fathom. It's just crazy to me because, like, you've been told growing up your whole life that America is the best country in the world. That's just so far from the truth. And it's, like, very obvious how much worse it is now that I've gotten out.
Wow. Wow. Do you even believe that, right? $1,000, €1,000, whatever that is, like, you know, we'll just say $1,000 a month, right? Living in a city center, working 16 hours a week, living fine, taking 3-hour breaks a day to go to the coffee shop with your friends. She's slamming, she's not slamming, but she's saying, hey, you guys in America think that you know, are the best, but look at this, right? I don't know. Leave a comment. I mean, this just shocks me completely. Leave me a comment below on what you think. Does that sound great? Does that sound unreal? Does that sound like just total fabrication? If you are living in Spain or a different part of the country, different part of the world, sorry, leave me a comment on how much a month cost to you to live, in what city, country, whatever you live in. I mean, that just blows my freaking mind, right? I mean, I cannot even fathom $1,000 a month isn't going to get you nothing here, right? I mean, you're not going to live in America. Sorry. I mean, I don't think so, unless you're on public assistance or something. And I did a video on public assistance, you know, welfare is out of control. I'll leave a link up here, but different conversation. Let me know if you think that was real or not, okay? And if you live in a different country, for sure let me know if it's real or not. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Heck of a talk, really appreciate it. Wonderful to see you guys again, and always a pleasure to talk about these kind of things. Give me a like if you like these kind of videos, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification if you want to see more of this kind of stuff. Share this with somebody who's having a little bit of struggle or a lot of struggle in life here in America or anywhere else. And thanks so much for watching. Really appreciate you. And as always, I wish you much success in your finances and in life. Peace out.